What are you doing, bro?
Maryland, why not just give black people Maryland, Georgia, and Texas? Never thought I would say this, but given the current state of events and what they're trying to do, it seems like the Caucasians want to live a particular way, and they want to live in a way that's going to be advantageous for them. Okay, cool, whatever. But what you don't have to do is disenfranchise us, though. You know what I'm saying? So just give black people, then this is not counting the Asians and all the Indians and all the other percentages of colored individuals that are here in the United States of America. I'm just talking about black people, that 13 to 14% of people. Give us Georgia, Maryland, and Texas. We will easily fit in those states. Okay, maybe one more. I don't know, but definitely Texas, Maryland, Georgia.
All right, let's entertain this lady for a moment, right? So supposedly, all right, this is way too much. There's way too much noise around here. Let me go find me another place. Anyway, so as I was saying, right? Let's just entertain this concept for a moment, right? Let's say that we segregate black people from, I guess, white people, from every other race, right? We give them their own states, their own places for them to manage, for them to run as they see fit. Now the question is, will it still be under the federal government, or do you guys want to have your whole country, like your own country and stuff like that, right? Let's say you guys get Georgia and I don't know, probably some other states, right? So you get those states as you wish, and you get to manage it. You get to be responsible for it. You get to be accountable for it. And the question is, one, how are you gonna convince other black people to come and live in your segregated state?
The Caucasians only make up about 57% of the population. That's 25 states. Y'all can have 25 to 26, 27 states, okay? Really, if you really think about it. And then y'all can divvy up the rest between the minorities that's here. And we can create our own environment. We can create our own government. We can do our own thing. You know what I'm saying? And you don't have to be worried about seeing black people all the time, or their culture rubbing off on you, or whatever the reason is that y'all are disenfranchising black people right now. Just give us land. You didn't give 40 acres and a mule. You didn't do that. And you did take this land from the Indians, the Native Americans, the First Nationers. I want to keep throwing that out there. This land was taken. So, since we were here, allegedly, through unscrupulous means, meaning y'all went over to Africa or other countries and snatched up some people and brought them over here, just give us our own space then. Just give us our own space. I know some Caucasians will be like, that's not us. That's not what we want. We don't want to be segregated. We don't want to be isolated and just live around Caucasian people. That's cool. Then y'all go to different states, right? So all the people, all the white people, all the Caucasians that want to just live and see a bunch of Caucasians that don't want to see nothing else, no diversity, give them a few states, okay? And then the rest of the states with the other Caucasians in it, if they want to let people come in and be diversified, cool. But there will be specific states dedicated to Caucasians, dedicated to whites, dedicated to the other minorities, okay? That's the way I see this panning out in a more effective way, without having to keep reliving this nightmare that Caucasians are having about minorities taking over their place, their space, their environment, whatever. I don't see the problem with that. But something tells me y'all don't want to do that either. Heard here on Richard Victoria Scott Stopline. I'm checking it.
That's one thing. And two, how are we going to enforce some type of rules to make sure that it's actually running properly? Or are we going to continue making excuses for niggas? Because believe it or not, black people don't like to live around niggas, right? We don't like to live around dysfunctional people. And we need to find a way to actually, enforce some sort of rules, some sort of laws, right? Because if, let's say, you're going to use your compassion for people that's actually gonna hurt other black people, and you're making excuses for them, and therefore all the black people you were able to convince to live in all black states will somehow find a way to escape that state and try to live around white people. And then you're gonna have this whole problem all over again, because then now you're gonna be like, if it wasn't for those white people, our black states probably would have progressed. They found a way to mess it up. They found a way to, you know, put guns in our neighborhood. So then these black niggas were able to use, because, you know, they don't know any better. You know, it's the FBI and the CIA just put guns in our neighborhood and stuff like that, and to convince black people to hurt other black people. That's why our states failed and we couldn't do anything about it, and it's devastated. So it's the fault of white people that no longer lives amongst us. Is that how it will turn out? I'm just curious. And it's also fascinating that the whole reverse racism thing that we see. First of all, there's no such thing as, so noisy as hell right now. So yeah, so first of all, there is no such thing as reverse racism. It's just racism, right? The same way that it sounded racist when all these white people wanted to have their own town, their own all-white town, is the same way that it sounds racist when black people want to have their, or, you know, all-black town or whatever the case may be, right? It's like, you know, based on color and not content of character. Because yesterday, as I was like putting gas in my truck, and this guy approached me, and then he was like, "Hey brother, how you doing?" And then he was like, "Yo, are you a black man, or are you a black man, or are you just a man?" Right? It's like he kind of phrased it in a way that's like, you know, that somehow, if I don't prioritize being a black man first, I'm a piece of shit, right? Or something like that, right? The way he kind of framed it. And the first picture that popped into my head was Umar Johnson, right? You know, pro-blackity black, that saved a whole lot of, you know, took a whole lot of money from black people to open up a black school, and 20 years later, or however long, and nothing has been accomplished. And I'm always wary of people that lean forward with an ideology, right? You know, I'm a Christian, I'm a Democrat, I'm a Republican, I'm a white man. Well, that's not popular to actually, you know, be proud of being white. I'm a black man first and foremost. I'm this and I'm that. And how about trying to be a decent human being first? Yeah, you know, we all flawed. But I also know that a lot of people try to hide their, I don't want to say evilness, but they try to hide their effery behind a skin color, behind a gender, behind some sort of group in order to hide who they truly are, right? So I'm always wary of those who, I don't know, try to segregate others or try to make enemies out of others based on the color of their skin, based on their gender, instead of the content of their character. So be careful out there, guys. Yeah. All right. Once again, I'm your host, The Haitian. So share, like, comment, and subscribe. All right, I'm out of here. Gotta get back on my truck. Peace.
You know it
Right
hurt.
now. It's like a civil war going on with black people. And there's two sides. Black people and there's niggas. And niggas have got to go. Every time black people want to have a good time, ignorant ass niggas fuck it up.
Amongst the legends, nah, don't stop now talking shit. Little lady, you don't know me, you don't